Newton. Snagged in the middle. It's Davidson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Sets up the screen. Smashes through the tackle. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown. And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Shotgun snap on third down. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive instead. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Newton. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Henderson. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Monumental time, lets it go. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now in all of sports.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Punch it out of the air. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and I like this. The QB, you can tell. Quick read. See it. Get the ball out of your hands. Get the ball out wide to your playmaker. Let him do the rest. No monkey business. No waiting in the pocket. No indecision. Nice job. He did a great job reading it and getting it out of his hands.
So here comes the Auburn offense. And they've found no answers so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Soft spot in the middle. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The play action fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Simmons. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Finds his man. It's Thompson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. To the air, it's Newton. Got it in the middle, it's Davidson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Tried to catch them napping, fake spike, and now he'll throw it. Touchdown, Tigers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again with that last catch.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Davidson. Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Line gets set. 1st down. To the air on 1st down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Forced out of the pocket. Running through contact. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led him to it. Breaks away in the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Wants to throw. It's Newton. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nice move there. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big play.
Touchdown, Tiger. Quick strike through the air for the score. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down for this offense. On the run, it's Hill. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Auburn. Auburn extends its lead as the Tigers are turning back the tide.
I give credit to Auburn, too. It seems like every year when these two teams play, it doesn't really matter what Auburn has done leading into this game. They are able, time and time again, to play their best when they play against.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. To the ground with the back. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize, they get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Newton. Now sliding to his left. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Creates a little space. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a...
He's got it inside the 15. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They stretched this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Back to throw, it's Newton. Pocket breaking down. Gets away from one. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it, they know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Green. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Auburn! They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. I know they were expected to win this game, and they're just about to finish it off, but there is something to be said for handling handling this type of pressure?
Handling it and squashing it. I mean, what an unbelievable job proving that you're one of the best teams in the country. Like, leave no doubt. That's a good football team on the other side of the field, Palmer, that they just took apart.
Yeah, they've been able to fight complacency all season long. It seems like it never matters who's lined up across from them. They're bringing their A-plus game to the yard, and they did that here today. Statement delivered.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong.
Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad one to shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Now the play fake. Gonna let it fly. Catch inside the 25. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. He played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights.